It's very important to appreciate this is not inevitable. The sustainable energy future, I think, is largely inevitable. When I was young, I didn't really know what I was going to do when I got older. People kept asking me, but then eventually I thought that the idea of inventing things would be really cool. And the reason I thought that was because I read a quote from Arthur C. Clarke, which said that a sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic, and that's really true.
When you're trying to become successful, you have to understand that your dreams can become reality. It's all about your mindset and what you truly decide that you want to do with it. The people that claim they want to be successful are the ones that go out there and get stuff done, the ones that go out there and make moves, make progress to go out there and achieve their dreams and their goals. They put the time in, they put the money in, they put the willpower and dedication in. It's not just about getting stuff done, but it's about how efficiently and how smoothly you can get it done with the amount of time that you have in your day-to-day life. You see, everybody in this world has been given 24 hours, but what really matters is what you do with those 24 hours, how you use them to your advantage. Because so many successful people have the same amount of time as you, but it's about using them in the most efficient ways possible. If you don't think you have enough time, then you're wrong. You just have to wake up earlier, stay up later, whatever the case may be, to make more time. Because if it's something you truly care about, you will put time and energy into it. So you can't say it's something you're passionate or something you care about if you're not willing to put in the time, the energy, and the effort, and willing to work at it. Because it's not going to come easy. It's not going to happen overnight. It's going to be a lot of time and focus that you're going to have to pour into these goals, these dreams, these aspirations that you're pushing for every single day. Trying to become successful is going to be one of the most challenging things you ever do in your entire life. But when you become successful and you understand that everything you've been doing has made it worth it, that's when it's going to be a very exciting feeling, and you're going to be through the roof to the clouds with just excitement because all that work was worth it.
The one thing that we can be quite certain of is that any predictions we make today for what the future will be like in 50 years will be wrong. That's for sure. I mean, I think directionally, I can tell you what I hope the future has, as opposed to maybe what it will be, because this may just be wishful thinking. We've got to try to create an electric car company. But it wasn't as though in creating these companies that we thought that we would be successful. I thought that the most likely outcome was failure. But it was still worth doing, even though the odds of success were low. In fact, even for SpaceX, originally what I started doing was not creating a rocket company, but actually was going to do a small mission to Mars, which was just a philanthropic mission where you would send a small greenhouse with seeds and dehydrated gel, and upon landing, hydrate the gel, and you'd have this cool picture of green plants on a red background. In looking at tunneling technology, it turns out that in order to make a tunnel, you have to, in order to seal against the water table, you've got to typically design a tunnel wall to be a good to about 5 or 6 atmospheres. So to go to vacuum is only 1 atmosphere, or near vacuum. So actually, it sort of turns out that automatically, if you build a tunnel that is good enough to resist the water table, it is automatically capable of holding vacuum. If you try to talk to them about the internet, they would not even know what the heck what are you even talking about? Like, this sounds so crazy. But today, with a $100 device, you can video conference with anyone in the world, on the other side of the world. And if you have a Wi-Fi connection, it's basically free to have an instant visual communication with anyone, or even with millions of people. With social media, you can communicate to millions of people simultaneously. If you go back, say, 300 years, the things that we take for granted today would be, you'd be burned at the stake for. Being able to fly, that's crazy. Being able to see over long distances, being able to communicate, having effectively, with the internet, a group mind of sorts, and having access to all the world's information instantly from almost anywhere on the earth. The public tends to respond to precedents and superlatives. So this would be the first life on Mars, furthest that life's ever traveled, and you'd have this great money shot of green plants on a red background. So yeah, I thought that would get people's attention. So, but the expectation for that was no return. So I thought we wouldn't get any, just spend the money on that, and it wouldn't happen. I think you'd probably want to go underground the entire way because it's a high-density area. You're going under a lot of buildings and houses. And if you go deep enough, you cannot detect the tunnel. Sometimes people think, well, it's going to be pretty annoying to have a tunnel dug under my house. But if that tunnel is dug more than about 3 or 4 tunnel diameters beneath your house, you will not be able to detect it being dug at all.
If you want to see more videos like this, please consider subscribing.